Hello, everyone. Because of the bizarre circumstances surrounding Lil Nas X and the claims that retribution is finally catching up with him, we must discuss what has been happening with him. In case you missed it, Lil Nas X was discovered strolling down Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles last Thursday morning, August 21st, clad only in white cowboy boots and underwear. He even took off his underwear and walked along Ventura Boulevard rapping Nicki Minaj while fully dressed in his birthday suit.
Nah, hey.
What
Don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. God. That's my money, ain't. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times your pay. 50K for a verse, no.
Now, things quickly deteriorated when the police arrived. He reportedly charged directly at the officers. And I'm not simply referring to avoiding arrest. All right, as a result, he faced 4 criminal charges from the LA County District Attorney. Police officer battery with injury is the subject of 3 of those felony accusations. We're talking about him apparently injuring at least 3 police officers during this entire process, so he must have been really whooping their ass. Now, resisting an officer is the 4th felony. They believed he might have overdosed on something, so they transported him to a hospital first. After the entire incident with the police. After that, he was taken to jail, where he has been detained since Thursday. He was now unable to receive a weekend bail. He couldn't meet the judge until Monday. On Monday, he entered a not guilty plea and waived his arraignment. Additionally, the judge imposed certain drug-related conditions on his $75,000 bail. Now, he may spend up to 4 years behind bars if found guilty of all of these crimes. However, there has been internet discussion about whether his illness is related to his purported mockery of God. All right, because of the crazy music video for his song Montero, he received a lot of attention. All right, the fact that he was kissing Satan and performing a lap dance made folks very uncomfortable. He then wrote a song called J Christ, in which he seemed to be making fun of God as well. In 2021, he also released a pair of shoes known as Satan shoes. Thus, Lil Nas X collaborated with Mischief, an art business, to create personalized Nike Air Max 97s. But these weren't your typical sneakers. Inside the air bubble of each pair was real human blood combined with ink. I'm speaking of actual human blood from the individuals who created them. All right, they only produced 666 pairs after that. You guys clocked that. And made more than $1,000 for each one. The shoes now included upside-down crosses, pentagrams, and even a reference to the biblical passage about Satan descending from heaven. Additionally, Nike was furious that people believed they genuinely supported these items. Nike was receiving so much negative feedback about these shoes that they ultimately had to sue the business to have them recalled. Naturally, many will assume that this was from Nike, so I can only imagine how furious they were. People believe that he was mocking God in all of this and that this was his retribution. However, I'm curious in your thoughts on this matter. Do you think Lil Nas X should be in prison for 4 years for beating up all the officers? And why, in your opinion, did Lil Nas X wander those streets late at night while chattering crazily in his underwear? Do you believe he used drugs? Do you believe that he was experiencing a mental breakdown? Please share your thoughts with me on this entire circumstance, but I'll speak with you later. That's all I have to offer.
It's like Hollywood ruined another celebrity, and now this is an update with Lil Nas X. Now he's been charged with 4 felonies for attacking and injuring cops. And it's just so sad. Like, he was popular back in 2018, 2019. He was doing so good. And then now he was found walking in the middle of the street at 4 a.m. in the morning, possibly OD'd. And all I have to say is just prayers to him and hope that he's okay mentally and physically. And this is definitely a very unfortunate case.
And when Lil Nas said, nah. Go ahead, babe. He ate that shit. He ate that so
So I thought I was done with this conversation, but more videos keep coming out from that night or morning that he was hospitalized and then arrested. So the latest 2 videos that have been released via TMZ, and they are TMZ exclusives, with that's why I'm just like, what is going on? Like, that's why I'm so on the fence about, like, is this real? Is this not? Like, I don't know. But in one video, Lil Nas X is completely butt naked, and he's rapping Nicki Minaj's verse on Monster, which, listen, y'all know I can't stand that lady and I eat her up every chance I get. But one thing I have never done is deny her talent, and her verse on Monster, like, eats down. One of the best verses ever. But anyways, he's rapping her part just butt naked in the street, being recorded by fans. And then in the other video, he's taking pictures with a fan. Like, I don't know. And it's sad that because I'm not gonna speak for nobody but myself. It's sad that I'm questioning whether this is real or not, but he's trolled so much in the past and done things for rollouts where it's like, it's kind of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Like, so I don't know, but regardless, prayers to Lil Nas X, like I keep saying, and I definitely hope that, prayers to him.
At first, when everyone was hearing about this, they were thinking that this was just some silly music promo because the videos of him walking in the street kind of felt on par with him doing very memeable things in the past. Plus, he had just wiped his entire Instagram and started posting what looked to be teasers to new music. Fans are anticipating the drop of his second album, Dream Boy, so they figured this must mean that it was coming soon. But now, things just seem way more serious about the situation that I don't think it's music promo.
Lil Nas X was silently canceled, and that's what probably led to all this. So Lil Nas X was seen walking down the street in Los Angeles way early this morning in his white drawers, and then he attacked a cop, and then he was taken to the hospital for a psych eval, and then he was arrested and taken to jail. And the reason why I say that he was silently canceled is because, of course, Lil Nas X came out after he made his debut album, and then following that album, he released the song Montero, which he had a lot of symbolic shit in it. I mean, just everything was in that video. Then shortly after that, he had those little Nike Air Max shoes, which had a drop of human blood and the little air pocket part of it. And, you know, a lot of people let that go. A lot of people supported Lil Nas X. They let it go. It was like, you know, hey, it is what it is at that point. But then in 2024, he came out with a new music video called J. Christ, in which he was on a cross and he mocked Jesus Christ himself. And he also had depictions of Lucifer in that video. And I think that's when people had it. They were done with the shock value. They were done with all of the crazy images that he was just so, you know, pushing so hard to put out. And Lil Nas X EP, Days Before Dream Boy, which is supposed to precede his 2025 release second album, Dream Boy, didn't do too bad, but it didn't do as well as he anticipated. And it was rumored that Columbia Records wanted him to scrap the entire idea of his newly released album to come out in 2025. We don't even know if it's still coming out. Dream Boy, for whatever reasons, he's having some difficulties with the record label. But I think due to all of the antics that Lil Nas X had within the past like 3.5 years, people just silently canceled him. They just silently, you know, weren't entertained by all of the performative things that he was doing in order to gain and garner that attraction and that attention that he was trying to, you know, gain for himself. He also did a video earlier, like this year, I believe it was, or last year, where he called it his flop era. So he has acknowledged that he is not doing too well when it comes to his music career. But at the end of the day, I just hope he gets the help he needs. And I hope things turn around and he sees